Hi guys, I just want to share with you a passage from Colossians, one that I get turned to regularly, love reading, and it just tells us the truth, the eternal truth of who and our God is, who our Saviour is. It's taken from 1 Colossians, and I know lots of you will have heard this and read this before, but I just really want to just turn off our gaze really upon our Saviour and our King as I share this. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in everything he might be preeminent. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, making peace by the blood of the cross. And you, that's us, who once were alienated and hostile in mind, doing evil deeds, he has now reconciled in his body of flesh by his death, in order to present you holy and blameless and above reproach before him. If indeed you continue in the faith, stable and steadfast, not shifting from the hope of the gospel that you heard, which has been proclaimed in all creation under heaven, and of which I, Paul, became a minister. And then if you just slightly go back in Colossians, it says there's this thanksgiving and prayer. Again, one of those scriptures that I turn to, and it says this: "And so from the day we heard, we have not ceased to pray for you, asking that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so as to walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing to him, bearing fruit in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God. May you be strengthened with all power, according to his glorious might, for all endurance and patience with joy, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. He has delivered us from the dominion and the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son, in whom we have redemption for forgiveness of sins." Guys, we have been bestowed an incredible gift, the gift of salvation. And, just really want to just encourage us to turn our eyes to our Saviour and look at, what he did. I'm going to just sing the King of Kings. Would you worship with me? We're going to praise the Father, the Spirit, and the Son.
In the darkness we were waiting, without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word from the throne. by His blood and in His name. In His freedom I am free, for the love of Jesus Christ, who has rescued